what was your
starting point?
what was your starting point academically before USMAPs?
Academically, before USMAPs, I didn't really worry about grades at all. I thought track would get me to college, and I never studied. I believed it didn't do anything. I'd skipped my first 2 classes of my senior year, and I'm pretty sure I graduated at the bottom of my class, barely keeping over a 3. Furthermore, I didn't really have any of those studying skills or note-taking skills since I never did it, and coming into USMAPs, I was basically starting from ground zero, not knowing how to do half the academic stuff as the other kids might. All right, Ace, so in your military pillar, what were you like as a prior before coming to USMAPs, and what was really your starting point?
So the military aspect of USMAPs was pretty easy to transition to, like land nav, marksmanship. But the different aspect coming from the National Guard to here was it was more related to teamwork with the new environment. I just had to change myself with.
Answer it.
I got more than you.
It's warmer than I thought.
What were some catalysts and supports that you utilized throughout the year?
So I'd say my biggest catalyst that I used this year was really just the environment. I've always been a competitive guy, and being in this competitive environment, that's not just physical but also academic, really pushed me to strive to be better in that realm. On top of that, AI was a big help. It gave me an opportunity to meet with my teachers, which I was usually too lazy to do in high school. And then finally, ESP, just really getting me in the right mindset early on and requiring me to study and start that for once. Furthermore, finding people to study with and getting their perspective on each subject has also helped a lot because you don't know everything and you need to know when to ask for help. What were some of those catalysts and experiences for that military improvement?
During CCBT, I had a great squad. I had a great squad leader, and that really motivated me to become better. And throughout the year, being in PSG as well in the first semester, also, and like being able to help other people as well.
Did what?
Oh my God, bro. I love being in MD class and learning all about the different aspects about the military and character. I would say that those are the reasons I improved militarily. What was the outcome of your academic growth, and how will you use this down at USMA?
So the outcome of my academic growth was improved mostly skills. I got better study skills. I learned different ways to actually improve my knowledge of each subject. I learned how to take better notes because I actually started taking them for once. My intelligence increased, believe it or not. My grades went up. My GPA went up. My lips are burning. My study skills improved. My note-taking abilities improved. My retention of the knowledge improved because I actually started paying attention in class more. The note-taking helped, and stuff like retention quizzes, re-looking over old topics, and committing to my homework was a huge thing that helped. Finally, my GPA really surprised me. I didn't really expect to have that much success in my classes, and especially to actually understand everything that we learned. But even at this fast pace, I found a lot of success, and that was kind of the outcome. In the future, I'll be using those same skills: time management, studying, and retention. It's pretty hot. What? Really biting too? I didn't like it. All right, Ace. So, what point are you at now militarily, and how will you use this down at USMA in the following years?
With all the things that I learned from USMAPs, it'll definitely help me help the directs during Beast and during the AOY. Sandhurst things, room standards, uniform standards, will definitely help me help others down the road.
Perfect. Next sauce. Mommy made me mash my M&M's.
She's taking a fucking pop. You can't do it.
Where were you physically at the start of the year?
Coming into CCBT, I was about 185 pounds, and then after CCBT, I had lost over 10 pounds. I was about at 173. Not only that, so I lost a lot of muscle. I had lost some fat, but I also lost a lot of my fast twitch muscles, and my endurance was better, but my joints and my tendons were killing me from all the long distance running and the constant strain on my body with not a lot of food, rest, and recovery. So I was kind of starting at a low point, more like my 15-year-old self athletic ability than my 19-year-old self, as I should be.
So at the beginning of CCBT, I wasn't really listening to any of the rules or the regulations that they gave me, since I thought that I knew what the real Army was really about. And then during the AY, I thought that the rules didn't make sense to me. Like wearing a uniform at all times, not being able to wear civvies. I received a Article 15, and that was something that that really woke me up. And what steps did you take, and what supports did you have along the way?
One of the big steps I took was injury prevention training, mainly stretching. I did a lot of stretching and a lot of hydrating to prevent actually getting hurt and inhibiting me from continuing to train. And then when it came to training, I really focused on getting my fast twitch muscles back, putting back on muscle, and I kept my diet very strict at most moments of the year, focusing on a high protein intake to ensure that I was putting on the most muscle I needed while not getting too many calories. That way I wasn't putting on excess fat, making me slower on the track. Also, I did a little bit of help with the ACFT, but I knew my track training would help enough in the ACFT to where I didn't have to prioritize it as much as my sport. All right, so Ace, what really pushed you into that character growth, and did you have any supports throughout that time?
Steps that I took for character development was first my Article 15. When I received that and got 10 extra duty days, really woke me up, and some supports that I had to keep me going and better myself was, first of all, my teammates, people in ACO mostly, and my family back home, specifically my mother and my brother. They continue to, love me and give me advice and pick me up when I was at my lowest.
Let's go, come on. I can't do the videos anymore! I'm a dog!
Where are you physically, and how do you plan to use it next year?
I went from that 170 mark, and I put on 20 pounds. I'm at 190 now, and I've got significantly faster in all my events, and My ACFT, I've seen a lot of improvement in certain spots. The 2 miles always been a struggle for me though, and that's where I still need to improve. And next year, I really see myself maybe maxing out the ACFT and really excelling in the track aspect of my cadet career. So Ace, where are you now character-wise, and how do you see that really benefiting you next year in USMA? I see myself now way better, a little bit more mature than I was at the beginning of the year. And I will use this experience I use this experience to help me help others down the hill and help them find themselves.
Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.